So, day one, week one of Fem Free Challenge, which I'm kind of failing because I'm recording this on my phone because I don't have a camera. So, I've been thinking about how important it is to be a little more present with my kids while also being a little more present for myself. I've been noticing that the more I'm on my phone, the worse I feel, the more anxiety I have, the more stress I'm feeling. All of that, I think, is generally a net negative in our lives, at least in my life. And I know that it's going to become a bigger problem as my kiddos get older. Charlie's already obsessed with his iPad, which is really an Amazon Kindle Fire for kids. And he's obsessed with it. And there's some really awesome things that he's learned from it, like he's starting to learn how to code when he's not even 3. So that's really cool. But at the same time, he is obsessed and will have fits if I say, no, we are not doing an iPad. You can choose to read a book or do a puzzle or color or play a game or, go outside, whatever you want to do. And he'll yell, no, no. And I'm like, okay, well, this is a problem. And he has like explosive temper tantrums just because he can't be on his iPad. So, and I already see little sweet Lainey reaching for my phone, grabbing for it. Sweet technology. So, more on the vlogging is I see Lainey going for my phone, but I've also noticed that I am missing so much of my kids' lives. I'm missing these moments they're having with each other, or, Charlie has to ask me a couple times because he wants to show me something. He's excited to show me something. He's turning towards his mom and asking for her, and I'm on my phone, and that feels really bad. And so I think that it's time to make a positive change and be a positive role model in my kids' lives. I think about how I grew up, and, in the late 80s, early 90s, there wasn't cell phones, and, well, there was, but they didn't have the screens. It wasn't that fun or exciting. The only screen we had in our lives was the TV, and I certainly watched my fair share of television growing up, and I think that that's okay. What I didn't do is I didn't play a ton of video games. I was not a gamer. I also spent a lot of time outside, and I'm realizing that my kid is missing a lot of that because all he wants to do is sit on his iPad and play. And it's like, well, that's really cool. But I think that there's so much more going on in the world of development and play and imagination that an iPad can limit. So I want his world to be limitless, and I want him to have the tools to succeed. And I think that knowing how to be without technology is important because technology is going to be there, and it's a part of his life. And I'm happy that he's going to learn things like how to code and all of that. I think is really cool. But I want him to know how to have a healthy relationship with technology, how to set limits and boundaries and follow them so that he doesn't feel addicted to it, that he can walk away. And Lainey too. Lainey's still so little, so I don't know what her, her tendencies towards technology may or may not be. Like I said, she's attracted to the bright, shiny light, but who wouldn't be? What baby doesn't like that? But yeah, so it's really interesting, and I gotta say, I turned my data off, and I feel like such a different person. I feel like a weight is off my shoulders. I can't Google. I can't just scroll up and down Instagram. So anyways, yeah, that is what I think. I'm excited to see how our family grows and changes, and if I can inspire any of you to take up this data-free, phone-free, kind of put down your technology and pick up attention for your kids. It's not easy. It's not easy being around 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds or however, teenagers or whatever. That ain't easy. That's stressful, and it's good to be able to take breaks, but let's try and be good examples, and instead of, reading an article on a phone, maybe read a magazine or read a book, or show that there are other things than looking at a screen for how to fill your time. And I'm excited to see where it takes me. I'm really excited and enthused. I think there's so much to be said, and there's healthy, I think there's healthy limits. And I think that I'm not saying I need to never be on my phone, but I think I need to learn how to be on my phone in a non-distraction setting. So if I'm around people, I want to be present for those people. I don't want to be missing life around me because I'm on my phone. So that's that, and I'm really excited to start this journey, and I hope you are excited to follow me as I go on it, probably on your phones or on your computer, because, well, that's the beauty of the internet, and there's a lot of beauty in it. There's, and I want to highlight the beauty and maybe leave the negative, walk away from that part, but embrace the beauty of it and embrace the connection and the sharing that can happen because of the internet. So I know that there's a blessing to it, but there's also a curse, and I want to lean towards the blessing and walk away from the curse as much as I can. So yeah, and if you have any questions or want to email me or reach out, feel free to reach out to me at onemillennialmom@gmail.com. I'm always here to answer questions, or for you to give me words of support. If you think you want to tell me I look like trash because I am taking this on my Samsung S8 Galaxy and it's 8 o'clock at night and my lighting sucks, then you can leave that message to yourself, because that means you must be having a bad day too. And that's all that's going to tell me about that. I'm not going to take negative criticism to mean anything other than that you are having a bad day, you're feeling down on yourself, and you need to feel better, and so you're going to put someone down to feel better. So I just want to say that about negative feedback. I'm all for feedback, and I'm all for connections, but I think when you leave negative feedback on anybody's stuff, even if you're someone who likes me or is a friend of mine, I just think in general, anytime you leave a negative comment or a rude comment, it says more about you, the commenter, than it does about the person you're commenting on. So, I'm also teaching my kids to live by the golden rule. I do my best to treat people the way I want to be treated, and that is with respect, love, and kindness. So that's everything I have for week 1, day 1, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. Okay, bye.